It was just another lazy afternoon when I stumbled upon the old radio in my grandmother's attic. I was up there looking for a box of family photos when I found it tucked away under a dusty pile of newspapers. Its retro design caught my eye, and I couldn't resist the urge to plug it in, hoping to hear some old-time tunes. But when I turned the dial, all it played was static, until it wasn't just static anymore. There were whispers interwoven with the crackling noise, words that seemed to form sentences recounting a chilling tragedy. At first, I thought it was just my mind playing tricks on me, but the words grew clearer, recounting a car crash that claimed the lives of a family, including a child whose laughter still echoed in the static. Intrigued and unnerved, I listened closer, trying to discern if this was some sort of radio play. But the details were too vivid, too personal, and a creeping unease settled over me as the story unfolded. The static voice described a location I knew all too well, a winding road near my town infamous for near misses but never a fatal accident. The date mentioned was tomorrow, and I felt a chill run down my spine. How could this radio possibly know about an event that hadn't happened yet? It was as if it was warning me or perhaps taunting me with a premonition I was powerless to change. I spent the rest of the day in a daze, debating whether I should tell someone or if I was just losing my mind. By nightfall, I decided to visit the road myself, driven by an inexplicable urge to prevent the tragedy. As I stood at the edge of the forest lining the road, the air was eerily still, and I could almost hear the static whispers in the wind. I waited, feeling the weight of inevitability pressing down on me as the hours ticked by. The night was pitch black when headlights finally appeared in the distance, moving too fast, the familiar sound of laughter echoing from the car as it approached. With a sense of dread, I knew this was the moment the radio had foretold, and I stepped forward, waving my arms frantically to warn them. The car swerved, narrowly avoiding me in a treacherous curve where it would have surely crashed. The radio's prophecy had been averted, or so I thought. The next morning, the static returned, more insistent than before, weaving a new story: a house fire, a family trapped inside, the flames devouring everything. My relief turned to horror as I realized the radio's curse was far from over. It whispered my own address, and I knew then that the tragedies it foretold were not just random events but a sinister web closing in around me, one I couldn't escape. The radio sat silently on my dresser now, its presence a constant reminder that some stories are not meant to be heard, and some futures are best left unknown.